the Nonprofit Podcast, powered by DonorBox.
If you're a nonprofit leader, founder, or fundraiser, you know that finding reliable revenue streams is crucial to your organization's success. In today's episode, we're going to explore why building a corporate giving program is a smart move for any savvy nonprofit. Welcome to the Nonprofit Podcast. I'm Cara. I'm a nonprofit leader and fundraiser, and I have the honor of serving as podcast correspondent for DonorBox. We're here each week with practical actions you can use today to increase donations and take your nonprofit to the next level tomorrow. Leading my own organization, I've found that I'm relying too heavily on individual donors to bring in that much needed revenue. I've been paying attention to the experts and reports, and what are they all saying? Well, donors and dollars are down across the nonprofit sector. That means I need to start thinking about diversifying some revenue streams. My board and I set our sights on building a corporate partnership program, and I've been learning a lot. We'll cover the benefits, the strategic advantages, and how you can get started. By the end of this episode, you'll understand why corporate giving is not just a nice to have, but a must-have for sustainable growth. So let's dive in. Corporate fundraising is a cornerstone for nonprofit financial stability. Giving by corporations totaled $21 billion in 2022, and that's grown almost 11% a year over the past 5 years. And what else have we seen the past 5 years in the nonprofit sector? Well, giving by individuals has been going down, down, down. So these corporate partnerships are not just about the money. Although that is a big part of it, they also bring in-kind donations, volunteer support, and significant exposure to broaden your audience. Imagine having a reliable stream of funding and resources that you can count on year after year. It sounds great, right? Well, how do you get there? Well, let's start by exploring different models of corporate fundraising. Understanding these can help you identify the best opportunities for your organization. First, there's corporate donations and sponsorships. These might be the most common types of corporate support that you've seen. Corporations can contribute in many ways, from direct financial donations to event sponsorships, and these contributions can come from the company itself or through its employees. Then there's in-kind donations, and these are non-monetary gifts such as products, services, or expertise. For instance, a tech company might donate software, or a restaurant could provide catering for your events. Bombas is a great nonprofit that donates socks to organizations that work with homeless individuals. So those are some examples of in-kind donations. And then there's employee volunteer programs. Many companies encourage their employees to volunteer, often organizing group activities that can provide you with a steady stream of dedicated helpers. And this is a great way to grow awareness and boost your efforts at the same time. So knowing what kind of support you'll be asking for always comes first. So understanding whether or not you're going to ask for a sponsorship, an in-kind donation, or volunteers is important to identify. Now that you know what would help you out a bit, let's flip the script and look at why corporations are interested in these partnerships. There's always a little something in it for them too. Understanding their motivations can help you tailor your pitch and build stronger relationships. It's almost essential anymore for companies to engage with nonprofits. There's research that shows that engagement like this is important to current and future employees, and it's important to consumers. Partnering with nonprofits boosts a corporation's image, showing that they care about more than just profits. Benevity did a recent talent retention study and found that employees who work at companies that are actively engaged in nonprofits are 52% less likely to leave their company. And then 79% of millennials consider a company's social commitments when deciding where to work. So that's the future of the workforce, my friends, and that is important. And then what do companies want to do? Well, not too different from us. They're working hard to attract new customers and keep the ones that they have. Socially conscious consumers are more likely to support businesses that align with their values. And your partnership can help a company attract and retain these customers. 72% of Gen Zers consider a company's purpose when deciding what to buy. So working with your nonprofit can really bring a positive image to the company. Corporations can reach new audiences through your nonprofit's network too. So this includes social media shoutouts, newsletter mentions, and even those event sponsorships. They're looking at you to help them look better. Here are some steps to guide you to making it easy for you and super easy and attractive for them. First, start with clarity on your brand and purpose. Be clear about who you are, why you exist, and the impact you're making. This helps potential partners see the alignment between their goals and yours. If you want to spend some time on this, take a quick listen back to our podcast episode 29 to help you clarify why you do what you do. Understand and communicate the unique benefits you bring to the table and know your worth. How will partnering with you make the company's work easier, more impactful, or more successful? Once you're able to present your unique case for support, it's time to build those relationships. Take the time to cultivate relationships. Don't just jump in with an ask. Show genuine interest in the company's mission and values. Ask your board to help make some introductions into the community for you. Maybe consider doing some cold calls. So ask company leaders to take a tour of your nonprofit or drop off a cup of coffee for them and ask for a few minutes. Relationship building is hard to do behind your computer screen. So get out of your office and hit the road. I'd also recommend having some ideas in store for how you can be helpful to your corporate partners too. While you should have an idea of what you want, be open to collaboration. The best partnerships are those where both parties feel they are co-creating something meaningful. So ask for feedback and keep your eyes open for some collaborative opportunities. Make it easy for your corporate partners to, when you're doing this, create a turnkey program. Spend some time making a quick menu of benefits so that they can choose the level at which they want to engage. You can create some social media templates that you can plug in photos, logos, and stories about your corporate partners, and then give them what they need to reshare to their audience. Like any relationship, when you're generous, it will be well received. It really is key to laying a strong foundation for the long term. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with some actionable steps. First, spend time today researching potential partners. Look for companies whose mission and values align with yours. This increases the likelihood of a successful partnership. And location matters here. When a business can see your work in their community, that's always a bonus. Then prepare your pitch. Develop a compelling pitch that highlights your impact and the mutual benefits of a partnership. Be ready to show how you can help them achieve their corporate social responsibility goals. And again, spend some time polishing a menu of benefits and making your case for support super clear. And then reach out and follow up. Don't be afraid to make the first move. Reach out to potential partners. Ask those you know for introductions. And remember to follow up. Persistence can pay off. Remember, corporate partnerships are not just about securing funds. They're about building long-term, mutually beneficial relationships that help both you and your community. It's going to take some work, but it really could boost your fundraising this year. DonorBox has a terrific guide to corporate sponsorships in the DonorBox library. We'll be sure to link that information for you in the show notes, so be sure to pick that up before you sign off. And thank you, our listeners, for choosing to spend your time today with the Nonprofit Podcast. I hope you've left with the confidence to take a small step today that will make a big difference tomorrow. Be sure to click the download button on your podcast player, then leave the Nonprofit Podcast a review or give it a thumbs up if you're listening to the Nonprofit Podcast on YouTube. Your review really is a great way to help others find us. You're here to help others. We're here to help you. So until next time, stay inspired.
That warm feeling when you help someone, it's not just happiness, it's fulfillment. And we believe it should be available to everyone, from frontline heroes to first-time fundraisers. Our tools empower you to help others. This is our mission. This is DonorBox, helping you help others.